Davis. Oh, there's a Davis ripping that right hand, and then
hopefully we could get it before. No, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next.
Tank want a rematch. Do you let me know now? Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he'll do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank
100%.
again?
It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. They said they want it in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in DC.
Okay. Cool.
I love for it to be in DC.
Get ready, boxing fans. The excitement is real. Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. are preparing for an intense rematch after their controversial draw on March 1st. Rumors in the boxing world suggest that both fighters are eager to settle the score. Roach's promoter, Gary Jonas, hinted that the rematch is nearly confirmed, saying, "In my mind, it's a done deal, although a few formalities still need to be ironed out." With Davis reportedly more focused and possibly putting retirement talks on hold, this upcoming fight is shaping up to be a thrilling showdown you won't want to miss.
rips a left hook to the body. Good stuff here in round 7.
Important question on everyone's mind. How close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
It's very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal and it's not far off. I can't give you more than that right now, but what I can tell you is that it's going to be an interesting fight. I think you've got dynamics. You've got Gervonta, who's probably going to be angry, probably woken up, probably more focused than he has been, not talking about retirement. That's a factor.
The first fight between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr., held on March 1st, 2025, sparked a lot of buzz in the boxing world, with fans eagerly awaiting a rematch. The fight, which took place at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, ended in a majority draw, with one judge scoring it 115 to 113 for Davis and two others scoring it 114 to 114. A key moment came in the 9th round when Davis took a knee, leading many to believe it should have been ruled a knockdown in favor of Roach. However, referee Steve Willis did not count it as such, a decision that ignited debates among fans and analysts.
Oh, this is. Davis just got back.
Welcome into the ProBox TV studio. The story we've been dealing with all week, the fallout, of course, from Lamont Roach Jr. and Gervonta Davis. The fight ended up being a majority draw. The controversy around a 9th round knockout that was not called by the referee that would have completely changed the outcome of the fight and perhaps changed boxing history.
For me, Tank Davis is fighting a minus 1,600 as your main event odds is crazy to me, dude. That's crazy. That underdog lived up to the hype. He ended up, overperforming. Lamont Roach, credit to him, all this other stuff. And it took some politics to keep Davis as champion. You ever see guys getting the referee their own fight? Dude, anybody else takes that knee, you're getting counted, bro. The referee, actually, his instinct, if you watch that, the referee's instinct was to count. If you notice, Steve Willis started counting, and then he looked at the timekeeper outside the ring, wasn't counting, and he stopped counting. So you get to call your own timeout. Earlier in the fight, if you saw that shoulder barge that Tank did to Roach in the clinch, he didn't get a warning, but Roach's reaction got the warning. This is the politics we're dealing with. You keep doing this, you're looking at short-term money and long-term destruction of a sport.
He take a knee. You need to lose like 10-8 that round at least, no? And plus the corner go up and put it a towel in the face. That's a disqualification for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not my business.
Critics argue that Gervonta Davis intentionally took a knee during the 9th round of his fight against Lamont Roach Jr. in an effort to throw off Roach's rhythm and regain control of the match. By going down voluntarily, Davis may have been trying to buy himself a few extra seconds to recover instead of risking being overwhelmed by Roach's aggressive attack. Many fans and analysts believe this was a clever veteran move to stop Roach's momentum and give Davis a chance to regroup.
Davis up, and there's a left uppercut that lands for Roach. Davis digs.
When has the last time somebody stood in the pocket versus Gervonta Tank Davis and survived? The last person that attempted to do it was Leo Santa Cruz, and that man's head is still rolling somewhere around the arena. And I say that respectfully with no remorse. That's why what Lamont Roach did last Saturday night was so absolutely amazing. Lamont Roach, in the pre-fight press conference, that was one of the few fighters that was not terrified of Gervonta Tank Davis. That's right. And the man flat out put on a show.
Get your hand out of my pocket!
He proved Two-Tone the Superstar wrong. He proved everybody wrong, and that man went ahead and cooked, and he gets robbed by the New York State Athletic Commission. And these people acknowledge that the knee that Gervonta Tank Davis took was a knockdown. They acknowledge this. They say, yes, it was a knockdown, but now they are saying, well, we don't know how the rest of the fight would have went on. Maybe Tank might have turned up. When the last time you seen Tank turn up? Gervonta Tank Davis might be a front runner. I say that respectfully. And to go ahead and keep it real with y'all, I think that knee that Tank took was because Lamont Roach was in a rhythm and Gervonta Davis tried to throw this man off a rhythm. Do I believe the Murray's sport waves, the soul glow was in his eye? Absolutely not. I believe that man Tank got nerve-eye and said, hold on, this man Lamont Roach is cooking. I need to take me a quick timeout and a quick break. It's nasty. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's bad enough how hard and difficult it is to beat this man. Most fighters is weight trained. Most fighters has clauses on them. So when somebody who's coming up is able to compete with Gervonta Tank Davis, you handicap the man with trash rulings.
Boxing fan Leonardus Maximus IV didn't hold back when discussing the controversial moment in Gervonta Davis's fight against Lamont Roach Jr. He pointed out that Davis took a clean jab, with most of the impact landing on his left eye, the same eye his corner had to treat between rounds. Many people believe that moment should have been ruled a knockdown in Roach's favor, adding more fuel to the post-fight debate. Maximus tweeted, "This isn't a good look for Gervonta Davis. He took a clean jab with the majority of the impact hitting his left eye, the same one his corner had to tend to. This should have been ruled a clear knockdown for Lamont Roach."
Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach.
It wasn't a braid. It wasn't oil in his eye. Tank got peppered. Jab, jab, cross. Listen to Lamont Roach talk about when he knocked Tank down in the 9th and the 10-8 wasn't called. Even Wild, Lamont Roach is yelling at the ref.
Knockdown that wasn't in round number 9. Gervonta Davis takes a knee, landed a right hand, then 2 jabs afterward. What were you thinking when this happened?
Man, I was surprised, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I thought it was a 10-8. Like that's what really was going on. Like, but like I was confused when he looked at the ref, but when he took the knee, I was like, and I grasped the concept that he was on the ground. I was like, that's a 10-8. Yeah. Simple.
You asked him, right? Why you stopped counting?
Yeah, I asked him literally. I said, why you stop counting?
Now, to Lamont's point, you will see it and you will hear it. Him ask the referee to keep counting. Here it is.
Nobody knows what's going on.
ESPN analysts were outspoken in their criticism of Gervonta Davis's performance and the incident in the 9th round. They questioned whether his explanation for the situation was credible and raised concerns about his readiness and focus. Stephen A. Smith pointed out that distractions in boxing can be costly, stressing that champions must be fully prepared, both mentally and physically. Max Kellerman also noted that the incident raised doubts about Davis's training and attention to detail.
He took a knee. Taking a knee. I thought it was blinding.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's Rock Solid, the beast of rap. Big baby. Yo, man, I got some good ass videos and takes on this Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis fight. If you have not seen it, you need to go look at it now. Go look from the first one to the last one. All right? Don't go from the top to the bottom. Go and look for the video I did immediately after the fight and then watch after, bro. Talking about everything. But Stephen A. Smith chimed in on the Gervonta Davis or Lamont Roach fight. I want y'all to know what Stephen A. Smith said.
I was stunned.
Lamont Roach posted this on his Instagram profile. He said, I gotta stand down and give mad respect to Lamont Roach. Brother fought one hell of a fight. This was a damn close fight. Gervonta taking a knee should have been a knockdown. Either way, Roach has skills, fought his ass off, deserves nothing but respect. He earned the boxing world's attention tonight. He has mine. thought he'd be too small. I was wrong. Roach is special.
Gervonta Davis explained that the incident was caused by a hair treatment he had 2 days before the fight. He shared that the grease from the treatment mixed with his sweat during the match, which led to a burning sensation in his eyes. During the post-fight interview, Davis addressed the audience's reaction to his actions, expressing frustration over the boos. He emphasized that his response was a natural reaction to the unexpected irritation, not an attempt to manipulate the fight's dynamic.
You have a right hand, and then he's well aware.
Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
Well, what is?
You might see it in a minute. You definitely might see it in a minute.
After the fight, Lamont Roach Jr.'s team appealed to the New York State Athletic Commission, NYSAC, asking them to overturn the draw due to a referee's oversight. Although the commission acknowledged the mistake, they decided to stick with the original ruling. While Roach was dissatisfied with the outcome, this only fueled his determination to secure a clear victory in the rematch.
Palm of that body with the left hand, into the body again with the left and the right that time, and now...
It ain't no timeouts in boxing. Why are you taking? You know that. You should know that. So that's the thing where I'm like confused because that's supposed to be a knockdown. That's a 10-8 round. If that's a 10-8 round, I win the fight. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that draw turned into a 115-114 my way.
Going in, okay, it's round 10, right? You see that you down on the scorecard.
For Lamont Roach Jr., the rematch is a chance to cement his place in the boxing world. After their first fight, he made it clear that he believed his performance against a tough opponent like Gervonta Davis earned him a spot in the pound-for-pound rankings. Roach's confidence has been obvious on social media, where he's interacted with both critics and fans. He's even gone as far as proposing large bets on the outcome of the rematch, showing just how sure he is of his skills.
Final 60 seconds.
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
Lamont Roach Jr. entered the ring as the underdog, but by the end of the fight, he had proven all his doubters wrong. From the very first round, Roach displayed his skill, determination, and resilience against the heavily favored Gervonta Davis. He landed sharp combinations, controlled the pace at times, and even had Davis in trouble. Many people believed he did enough to win, and the fight's majority draw only added fuel to the debate. Roach didn't just compete. He put on a performance that silenced his critics and firmly established his place among boxing's elite. Now he's demanding respect and a well-earned rematch.
Seconds as we are in the 6th round. Let's see what happens because the words are...
When has the last time somebody stood in the pocket versus Gervonta Tank Davis and survived? The last person that attempted to do it was Leo Santa Cruz, and that man's head is still rolling somewhere around the arena. And I say that respectfully with no remorse. That's why what Lamont Roach did last Saturday night was so absolutely amazing. Lamont Roach in the pre-fight press conference, that was one of the few fighters that was not terrified of Gervonta Tank Davis. That's right. And the man flat out put on a show.
Get your hand out of my pocket!
He proved Two-Tone the Superstar wrong. He proved everybody wrong, and that man went ahead and cooked, and he gets robbed by the New York State Athletic Commission. And these people acknowledge that the knee that Gervonta Tank Davis took was a knockdown. They acknowledge this. They say, yes, it was a knockdown, but now they are saying, well, we don't know how the rest of the fight would have went on. Maybe Tank might have turned up. When the last time you seen Tank turn up? Gervonta Tank Davis might be a front runner. I say that respectfully. And to go ahead and keep it real with y'all, I think that knee that Tank took was because Lamont Roach was in a rhythm and Gervonta Davis tried to throw this man off a rhythm. Do I believe the Murray's sport waves, the soul glow was in his eye? Absolutely not. I believe that man Tank got nerve-eye and said, hold on, this man Lamont Roach is cooking. I need to take me a quick timeout and a quick break. It's nasty. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's bad enough how hard and difficult it is to beat this man. Most fighters is weight drained. Most fighters has clauses on them. So when somebody who's coming up is able to compete with Gervonta Tank Davis, you handicap the man with trash rulings.
Sports analyst Stephen A. Smith raised concerns about Lamont Roach Jr.'s size disadvantage against Gervonta Davis. He said, I think Roach is too small. That's my issue. I'm not questioning his skills or anything like that. This view was echoed by other boxing experts, including former interim WBC lightweight champion Ryan Garcia, who added, I don't think Roach has the firepower to stop Tank. He's got great skills, but he really has no chance.
Nice straight left.
Give you my picks on 3 fights taking place Saturday night at the Barclays Center in New York City between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, Gary Russell versus Jose Valenzuela, and Sandor Martin versus Alberto Puello. Gervonta Davis uses 80, knocks somebody out inside of 85 punches because he's clearly capable of that. But I just see this as being a kind of fight where he's going to have to run him down. He's going to have to walk him down, rather, and he's going to have to throw some punches before he ultimately catches him. And that's how I view it. So I'm going to go with more on this particular one. Next up.
For Gervonta Davis, the rematch is a chance to prove his dominance in the lightweight division once again. Known for his knockout power and his previously perfect record, the draw against Lamont Roach Jr. was a rare setback that he's clearly eager to correct. Reports suggest that Davis is approaching this rematch with a renewed intensity, possibly putting aside his past talk of retirement to focus fully on this crucial fight.
As Davis lands a left.
I feel like Tank overall, like the bigger picture, he just wasn't focused for real. He, doing a lot of arguing in the ring and just a lot of stuff that wasn't like, he wasn't just focused. He wasn't all the way locked in the ring. You heard him say something like, it's a lot of things going on outside the ring that he was leading up to the fight, and shit, that's natural, what I'm saying? It's normal. Shit, I was going through the same thing with this last fight, you know, so I just feel like he just wasn't focused.
Coach Barry Hunter admitted that Gervonta Davis sometimes stopped using his jab during the fight, which allowed Lamont Roach Jr. to remain competitive. The jab is a crucial tool for controlling the distance and setting up stronger punches, and by not using it regularly, Davis made the fight closer than it should have been. On top of that, as the fight went on, Davis became confused about how many rounds were left, adding to his struggles in the later stages of the match.
How nasty was the speed of that counter shot? It was like a shovel uppercut coming back from Tank.
Davis leading with the left.
Outcome of the fight, and if you thought that them knowing each other and growing up together contributed to the performance.
Yes and no. I thought that Tank was boxing early on. I thought we abandoned our jab somewhat in the fight a little bit. But down the stretch, I thought maybe, I believe, 2 or 3 rounds, I can't remember, Calvin, was one of the rounds that...
We needed 3 rounds, and he just went down, he just, like you said, we looked at 3 rounds. Brian was calling out, I need 3. We got 1. I need 2.
Boxing analyst Timothy Bradley recently shared his thoughts on Gervonta Davis's attitude leading up to his rematch with Lamont Roach Jr. He pointed out that Davis's confidence, no matter how others might view him, reveals a dangerous mindset for his opponent. Reacting to Davis's relaxed demeanor, Bradley suggested that Davis has reached a point where outside opinions no longer affect him. This, according to Bradley, could lead to an even stronger performance in the ring. As he tweeted, whether he looks zesty or not, he knows who he is. There's a superpower to that, and he's going to take that out on Lamont Roach. I feel sorry for Roach. Bradley implies that Davis's self-confidence could fuel a more aggressive and focused approach, making him an even bigger threat in the rematch.
7. Oh, the right hand by Roach. Another right.
Is right. The first one we saw was he stood alone. He stood alone on the platform. He did the whole conference by himself, right? Press tour by himself, and he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? I respect a man that can stand on his own 2 feet, for real. But this one right here, having that picture leak, him looking real zesty, and not giving a fuck. Whoo! Trying to tell y'all, my man is on a new level. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that song? We on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. Yes. My dude is on a new level, man, because he know who he is. There's a power in knowing who you is. Most people don't know who the hell they are, right? They don't know who the hell they are. They think they know, but they really don't know who they are. It takes you a while to figure out. We're constantly evolving as a human, right? Constantly evolving, right? But now he know. Tank know now. So that's why he don't give a damn. Having that power, that superpower, not giving a damn. And see, and that's the reason why I can come to you guys, come to YouTube. I can, sit in front of you. I can hear the boos. I can hear the, you didn't beat Pacquiao. I can hear the big head, the milk dud, the coon, the, all the names that everybody always call me. That's why I can sit here and just still be myself and do what I do. Because I just don't give a about what anybody thinks. And Tank has gotten that superpower too now, baby. He just don't give a. Tank gonna be Tank. Tank gonna do what Tank gonna do. That's just it. Whether he looking zesty or not, he know who he is. There's a superpower to that. And guess who he gonna take that out on? He gonna take that out on Lamont Roach, man. I feel sorry for Roach. Roach is a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. He is. But I'm telling you, this Tank right here is different. It's a different dude. Alright? Did y'all see the weight too? Did y'all see the weight? The dude can fight tomorrow. The dude can fight today. The dude can fight whenever. It's a few weeks away, a few months away from the fight. Woo. I'm telling y'all, locked in.
Lamont Roach Sr. firmly believes his son, Lamont Roach Jr., deserved to win his fight against Gervonta Davis. He feels that his son outperformed Davis and should have been declared the winner by the judges. When Roach Sr. says, "We should have had our hand raised," he's stressing his strong belief that the decision was unfair and that the fight was wrongly taken from his son. Roach Sr. points out that the bout wasn't just about power and aggression. It was a highly strategic and tactical fight. He describes it as a high IQ boxing match, meaning both fighters showed advanced skills in reading each other's moves, setting traps, and avoiding mistakes, rather than just wildly trading punches.
Oh, good. Solid shot there, Davis. Oh, there's a right hook to the...
We should have got the decision, but this boxing, we didn't. It was a great fight, like I expected. But I knew my son was game. Training camp, he was so focused and locked in. I knew that we was going to put on a great performance. And it was kind of like stolen away from him a little bit with the decision. But the world got to see how good he is, so that's the blessing to come out of this. So he really stamped himself in the boxing world.
In the early rounds, both fighters took a measured approach, carefully analyzing each other's moves instead of jumping into intense exchanges. Roach Sr. points out that there were small, subtle shifts in strategy and technical adjustments being made, things that only experienced analysts or boxers themselves would truly recognize. During this part of the fight, it wasn't about overpowering the opponent with strength, but about outsmarting them with skill and precision.
Solid shot there, Davis. Oh, there's a right hook to the body by Davis, ripping that right hand.
Self in the boxing world, more so with this performance. So like I say, that's why it's bittersweet.
Is it a difficult one to take because of the controversy certainly surrounding the Tank taking the knee moment, and then, like I say, not getting it on the scorecards?
Yeah, I thought we won without it, to be honest with you. I thought we didn't need that. We shouldn't have needed that either to get to the decision. I can't see him winning 7 rounds that fight.
Do you think Gervonta Davis will dominate the rematch? Or will Lamont Roach Jr. surprise everyone again and prove his doubters wrong? Was the controversial knee in their previous fight just a strategic move, or was it a real issue? Share your thoughts in the comments below.